And apparently also Hooters is going bankrupt. This is my opinion, okay? Like, I could be wrong about this, and everybody's going to have their own opinion about it. You guys got to get ready to clip all this for Twitter.
Oh, God.
Back in the day, you would have all the hot bitches work at Hooters because they were attractive. And by the way, I love chicken, I love titties, but I love them separately. I'm not judging, though. The main reason why that nobody else is going to talk about why, because they're afraid to mention it, I'm not. The main reason why Hooters is going bankrupt is straight up because all the hot bitches that used to work there are on OnlyFans.
True.
Estimated 500,000 women in the United States between 18 and 24 are creators on OnlyFans. So that's literally 500,000. Amrath made a post earlier today. This is her posting her OnlyFans earnings. So the actual amount of money that she's getting is $45 million. This girl is farming. Any girl that is like extremely attractive that would want to work at Hooters to maybe get a lot of tips there, well, she's going to get more tips on OnlyFans and make more money on OnlyFans. And nobody wants to say this, but it is. Somebody says it's Gooner-nomics. It is. It's so fucking obvious. Am I wrong?
Farewell to the last remaining girl that watched Asmongold.
Where'd all the frogs go? That's the question.
Asmongold. I didn't even know about him until that Sam dude. Who's that Sam dude? I forget his name. The guy who was, I guess he was a former wrestler, and he kind of did that live talking about the H-1B visa debate, I believe is what he was talking about. But he mentioned he did a shout out to Moist Critical and then Asmongold. I'm like, I never knew who Asmongold was. Believe it or not, you're watching After Show Crash Out. We are going to crash out to Asmongold clips as well. I got good memories of going to Hooters, man. Back in the day, I'm married now. I haven't gone to Hooters in a minute since I was probably 18 or so. So we used to go in high school, and the wings on Tuesdays, I believe, were cheap. And we would get there. I was young. I could eat 100. I would literally order 100 wings or 50 wings and damn near finish them all. They had the great breading. I haven't been there. I don't know what their wings are like now, but they had that great breading. Hooters was a part of this group of restaurants that would have women dressed in, attire. I mean, it's no different than what you would see at the beach or even at a gym. You've seen way worse at a gym. I was at the gym the other day. Woman had like a completely they're wearing these backless kind of things now, which, I mean, it's fine, but I think that's more than even showing more than, because they're wearing the two-piece like Hooters and they're showing more. But what's the story here? This is true. Hooters accumulated considerable debt, about $300 million in asset-backed bonds issued in 2021. So they have declining sales from 2018 to 2023. They declined nearly 15%. The domestic footprint has shrunk by 12%. About 40 underperforming locations were closed in 2024. Decreased customer traffic. I don't know what the idea to their model is, what it's going to be, but a part of it also was, I think it was also the DEI type stuff. Here's a story. Erica Carousel from me on another channel. This is about a man who dresses up as a woman who was working at a Hooters, and that's fine if that's what you want, but I don't think there's high demand for that, so you're probably not going to be around long. Erica Carosella, a biological male who goes by Erica, has made headlines as the first openly trans Hooters girl. This story isn't about celebrating progress. It's about pushing back against the uncomfortable realities of our current societal shifts. Erica's journey to becoming a Hooters waitress started when he came out as transgender at 14 years old. After facing skepticism from teachers who doubted his aspirations, Erica became determined to prove them wrong. At 19, 5 years later, he landed the role at Hooters. I haven't been to Hooters since 1996. Their wings used to be fire, but now, let's just say that their menu isn't the only thing that's full of surprises. Now, let's be clear about one thing. Hooters has always been an iconic symbol of a very specific brand of femininity. The tight orange shorts, the white tank top. These aren't just uniforms. They represent an ideal that many associate with traditional female beauty. But Erica, fully transitioned and presenting all the necessary documentation, didn't feel the need to inform Hooters of his biological gender, stating, "I didn't feel the need to tell the company that I was transgender as I am female, and it did not have anything to do with my work ethic or the ability to do my job." But does erasing the truth really prove anything? I'll admit, Erica had me fooled. I've clearly lost my touch. Time to hand in my man card. In my younger days, I've pursued biological women with much uglier presentations. I'm not ordering hot dogs at Hooters or anywhere else, but these Decepticons are for real. When Erica finally shared his secret with his colleagues, their shock is hardly surprising. And while he insists that customers loved him, the narrative takes a turn when we learn that he wasn't welcomed back after his Hooters branch temporarily closed. His co-workers got their jobs back, but Erica did not. This raises a lot of questions that we're not supposed to ask, like, why did they really pass on bringing him back? Erica took to TikTok to reveal his identity publicly, claiming to be the first openly transgender Hooters girl. But in the aftermath of his announcement, his job was mysteriously not waiting for him. Despite having received praise from his manager and positive feedback from customers, Erica found himself out of work. He attempted to reapply in person, but his efforts were met with the suggestion that he needed to go through the hiring process all over again. If he was such an asset to the team, why wasn't his job secure? Ah, yes. Progress, where men in miniskirts is now the gold standard for smashing the patriarchy. Hooters just gave us all a wake-up call. It's not just the chicken wings that are full of surprises. In a world where identity is increasingly fluid, traditional spaces like Hooters are facing pressures to adapt, often in ways that leave everyone guessing. Welcome to 2024, where she is just as likely to mean he, and the plot thickens every time you order a drink. We've entered a world where you need a PhD in gender studies just to know who to hold the door open for. Hooters, a brand that was once straightforward about its appeal, now finds itself at the center of a much more complex conversation. The one place designed to be straightforward about what it offers is now the king of keeping us on our toes. Ironic, isn't it? Hooters might just be the only place where the phrase size matters refers to the wings, most of the time anyway. At this point, it's clear that the world has changed, and even the most iconic brands are not immune to these shifts. What used to be a simple dining experience now comes with a side of social commentary. I can't trust a place to make my food if there isn't a warning sign transformer inside. I guess Hooters could rebrand itself to become a game show experience. Guess which lady has an eggplant? Could you imagine how awkward it would be guessing that a biological woman was the Autobot? This story reveals more than just the experience of a single individual. It exposes the tensions that arise when reality collides with the ideals being forced upon society. Erica wanted to prove his doubters wrong, but perhaps what was truly being tested wasn't his ability to do the job, but how far we as a society are willing to go to accommodate a narrative that many find increasingly difficult to accept.
The next clip is ready below. Welcome to After Show Carnage.